Here's a problem similar to example 7 on page 677. This is using product to sum identities. The problem I'm going to show you, you have to figure out when you're doing these problems, which one of these identities applies. Well, look at the pattern. Cosine A, cosine B, sine A, sine B, sine A, cosine B, cosine A, sine B. So we have 4 different products that then we're going to convert to a sum using these identities. So you're really just looking for the pattern. Are you dealing with a sine and a cosine and a sine? Of course, these are just the same. They just switch it around. Are you dealing with 2 sines, 2 cosines? So in our problem here, I just pulled this out of the book. Write 6 times the sine of 40 times the sine of 15 as the sum or difference of 2 functions. So they want this product rewritten as the sum of 2 trig functions. And we immediately see sine times sine, and that means we're going to use the sine formula. So remember that one of these, sine A times sine B, is 1/2 times this collection of stuff. So the key thing is that there's one of these equals this. We've got 6 of these sine times sine things. So first off, if we just had one of these, if we just had sine 40 times sine 15, well, that's the same as saying sine A times sine B. So if I add in a 6 times this, I'm going to have to add in a 6 times the rest of the formula, which is 1/2 times, kind of like a double bracket here. Sorry about the mess. Here we're using the sine sign. Here's cosine of A minus B, so cosine of 40 minus 15. And there's a plus. Cosine of, instead of A minus B, it's going to be A plus B. See if I can get all these. I almost got it in there. I'm running out of room here. So give myself a little bit more room here. So what we have is 6 times 1/2, which is 3. And now we have cosine of 40 minus 15, which is 25, plus cosine of 40 plus 15, which is 55. Make sure that's visible. And now all we have to do is distribute the 3, which again was 6 times 1/2. So now we have 3 times the cosine of 25 degrees plus 3 times the cosine of 55 degrees. And we're done. That's all they want. We converted this, we rewrote this as the sum or difference. In this case, it's a sum of 2 different functions.